Oh, cool. Okay. Sorry, folks.
Yo, how's it going?
Good.
Yeah, so I've been trying to save money, man. Like, I don't even buy my girl flowers anymore. I'll just stop by a cemetery and pick some up, because chances are that someone left a perfectly good bouquet. Someone has to throw it. I'm just recycling it. You know, I hate when people bring up the past. I'm always like, what's done is done, dude. And they always try to argue back, trying to say that I'm in a history class and I'm going to be removed. Sick of it. You know, what if old men aren't really bad at hearing? What if they all just got to that age where they figured out that they don't have to talk to their wives anymore by pretending they're deaf? Other older men are like, yeah, no, bro, just pretend like you're deaf. You're home free. I see my dad walking. I'm like, Dad? I thought you were in a wheelchair. He's like, no, I just pretend to be in that so I don't have to go do things with your mother. Have you ever noticed you can turn anyone into a therapist just by insulting them a little? Like you call them fat and they fire back like, well, you need a haircut, could afford to lose 10 pounds, and you need to finish school. Like, okay, let me write this down. Haircut, finish school. You know tobacco is really dangerous, right? Like all my grandparents were killed by tobacco. Like on my mom's side, my grandfather was killed from mouth cancer, and my grandmother was killed from lung cancer. And then on my dad's side, my grandmother was killed from throat cancer, and then my grandfather got hit by a tobacco truck. Sucks. You ever see a title of a video online or on Facebook and just feel compelled to watch it just to make sure it wasn't you in the video? Like the title will say, drunk man vomits on beautiful women. Snap, that might be me. Man gets beaten up by high school girls. What if you went to hell feeling like you didn't get your money's worth? You know, like you meet other people in hell and you're like, hey, what are you here for? And they're like, you know, I killed people. And they're like, what about you? And you're just like, yeah, I'm just here for being a dick. Well, I wish I would have murdered some people now. You know, what if God was everyone's best friend? Like, you go to heaven and you see your best friend and you're like, what's up, bro? We made it. And he's like, well, I have something to tell you. I'm not really your bro. I'm actually God. And you're like, ah, you bastard. You've been God this whole time in disguise? Oh, my God. And he's like, yeah, but I have bad news. Your wife's actually the devil. You know, and what if you didn't see your life flash back when you died? You know, what if you just saw some credits? Like, life brought to you by God. Misfortune by Satan. Sponsored by Pepsi. Sponsored. But you know, you shouldn't chase women you like. You know, you should go after who likes you. The way I find women is that I'll just go to a bar or a club and I'll yell, hey, slut. And then I'll just talk to whoever turns their head to look. I need to start shouting, hey, mentally stable rich girl. You know, and white people take work so seriously, though, man. I had this one boss that smoked weed all the time, but still took work seriously. Like, one time I was walking really late to work, and my boss tells me in the same sentence, like, hey, I'm writing you up for being late to work, and let me buy some weed after work. And I'm like, you can't snitch on me and try to commit a crime in the same sentence. And, you know, my security questions are really messed up. Like, I called my bank the other day, and he told me to answer my security questions that I set up. And then he starts asking me my awful security questions that I set up, and he's like, okay, your first question is, who did you sleep with last night? I'm like, your mother. And he's like, what about the night before? And I'm like, your wife. He's like, oh, those correct.